Good morning, everybody. Today, I'm continuing some of our talks. We will have some upcoming adventure videos, but I just need to share some information and kind of, let everybody in a little more closely on the things that are going on. It's really cool and interesting. I'm sure to for us too to see other people's adventures, but I want to know what they're doing other than the adventure. So I just kind of wanted to talk about some skills and some hobbies today that you may be able to develop if you are planning to be full-time RVer.
When the road calls, Modigazzi Travels. When the water falls, Modigazzi Travels. Where the free winds blow, that's where we go, Modigazzi Travels. Your family on the road.
For me, as you guys have seen in our previous videos, like I brought a lot of tools with me. One of my hobbies is woodworking. I like to build things. I like to work with wood. I brought a lot of saws and tools and things like that, and it really came in handy when we were in Louisiana. I went up building decks and repairing some cabins and things like that. In this, I'd like to explore a few things that may be possible for you to do while you're traveling on the road, and not just the typical work camping jobs where you're working Amazon peak season, or you're working the beet harvest, or you're working here at Adventureland. We have a friend, Teresa. One of hers, her skill is she makes brooms. She makes traditional Appalachian brooms, and she does festivals and she does a lot of fairs and things like that. And that's part of the way that she makes her money while she's traveling. So if you have a hobby, especially some crafty hobby, you can find places to buy them, whether it be flea markets or festivals or fairs or something like that, to buy them, or even online, selling them online. And that's another genre of job that may be available to you. For example, I taught English in Southeast Asia, and I kind of have had the opportunity to tutor or to teach English online, but it requires a bandwidth allocation that I do not possess. I cannot always have a constant internet signal that is going to be able to sustain that as an occupation on the road. A lot of times we are relying on the park's internet service, and it is spotty and sketchy at best. If you are doing things online, hopefully it's not something that requires a bandwidth or requires a really strong internet signal. For example, if you're doing sales online or something like that, or even building websites, as long as you can do it and the internet, when you do have the internet, and it's not going to cost you your job. So for example, if I've set up an online tutoring session using Skype or something like that, and I have it scheduled for a certain time, and then our internet goes out, then basically I am really going to upset the customer, and it's going to affect my job. So I cannot rely on that as a form of income while I'm traveling. But there's so many skills. If you are a handy person, then those being handy is a great thing to be while you're on the road. If you can do mechanic work, especially, there's always people that want something done to their RVs, even inside the RV park itself. And so that is something that you could develop and you could use. If you can change oil, if you can change brakes, if you can, a lot of different things like that, then those skills are needed and necessary all the time in our lives. But when you're on the road, those are a valuable skill. Of course, I mentioned the online thing. If you can develop a website or make money from a vlog or a blog, That's also something. Writing content for other people's websites. If you're a good writer, like that's another thing you could do. Um, if you, I mean, one of the things that I'm doing, and I'm making videos about it, but it's also in the back of my mind, something that I can do to make money on the road is I'm doing my t-shirts. Like I would love to be able to sell t-shirts, and that is I mean, people wear screen printed t-shirts. Like, I've just visually done a little assessment of the things, the t-shirts that people are wearing, and probably 80% of them are screen printed, and they have some sort of little catchy phrases or something on them. And so I'm developing a lot of t-shirt ideas, and hopefully those will be another form of income. I think that diversified revenue streams are probably the way to go. Like, if you can make some money from work camping, if you can make some money from your crafty ideas, if you can make some money online, then you are kind of one up on everybody, because you have a diversified. If something slows down, you have another revenue stream. And so I think using diversified revenue streams, I got to tell you guys, I don't like money. I wish that we didn't have to have it, but we do have to have it. It's something that's necessary, and it's something that we, the way that we buy food, the way that we travel, everything like that. But I think that if you guys start thinking about it before you travel, or even while you're traveling, if you can kind of consider, what can I do? What can I do when I'm on the road? If you're a very detail-oriented person, possibly you could do RV cleaning inside, people's RVs. There's a lot of people who will, pay you to come in and just do their dishes and clean their RV. And even when you're in an RV park, even outside the park, if you can clean people's houses, like. I'd love to be able to do landscaping. Unfortunately, with landscaping, a lot of times they'll want you to, have your own equipment, and that's not feasible for me to drive around with equipment attached to my RV. Yeah, as you saw that, like Brian, Adventure Van Man, and James and I tried. James from Wanderlust Estate. To do, and they did do some day labor, which is another revenue stream. But those are things that you have to go outside of your RV, or not outside of your RVing community to do, which are possibility. But there's also things that you can do inside the RV park, and there's also things that you can do by yourself, for yourself, and sustain yourself. One of the things that I want to ask you guys to do, if you have ideas for revenue streams, if you have ideas for ways to make money while you're on the road, if you are doing something now, like I know of full-time RVers who have a digital vinyl sign printing company, and they digitally print logos and signs that are printed on adhesives that can go on your RVs and on your cars and on your windows and things like that, and that's a great revenue stream. So if you have an idea for these, then please leave it in the comments, and I'm going to address it, and possibly in the future we can make a video about that. This whole lifestyle for us has been, number one, primarily about me recording this journey for my family. And then second is to share all of our experiences with you, giving you the ability to grow and to learn from our experiences, as well as from other RVers and other people leading an alternative lifestyle, their experiences. And so if you share with us, I will share with them, and that's what it's all about. So if you could possibly do that, I would love it. And please leave give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Thanks a lot.
What are you talking about?
This is her when she comes home. She's so tired
Yeah.
come down here and say hi to him. I got my camera very low.
I'm so tired.
Do you think STNA is a good skill to develop to travel? Like, do you think being an STNA is a good skill to have if you're planning on doing full-time RV? No.
Why?
I was talking to him about skills, good skills to develop or hobbies to have that may help you earn money while you're traveling. You know, like me, you know, working with wood and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, has a
I
possibility.
mean, it's a possibility.
Well, STNA?
Yeah, because you can transfer your license. Yeah, you can transfer your license.
Yeah. How was the process of transferring your STNA license to Iowa?
Yeah, it's easy. It was easy, right?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. How long did it take us? Maybe less than a week, right?
I mean, it will take like 2 days
Yeah.
because of the thing, because of our city.
So it took us like 2 days to 3 days to transfer her credentials from Ohio to Iowa, and she got a job here, of course, being an STNA and earning okay, but also she's found out places that are better, and that's what she's trying to do right now. You know, like here, the actual pay that they are starting people out at is much better, I think, than a lot of places. Better than Cincinnati, and better than what we found in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've been watching, you know the pay there is like $7.
Yeah. Really low.
$7.35. Here it's like it's $10, $11, $12 for CNA.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fue Maragall